A very good afternoon to everyone. We are in the chapter Respiration and Circulation. Today is part 15. In the previous lectures, that is up till part 14, we had studied last external structure of heart. In today's part 15, we are going to study about internal structure of heart. So, internal structure of human heart. Now, when we say human heart consists of auricles and ventricles. Auricles, they are also called as atria. So you can see here, these are atria or auricles. So these are thin walled receiving chambers of the heart. You can see the walls of the heart, they are thin wall. They are the upper chambers of the heart. You can see auricles or atria, they are thin walled upper chambers of the heart and they are receiving chambers. Now, why atria? They are called as receiving chambers because you can see this is the right atrium, this is the left atrium. See, left atrium and right atrium. So, they are called receiving chambers because it receives deoxygenated blood from the, basically I'm talking about right atrium. Okay, it receives blood from the upper parts of the body, deoxygenated blood, as well as from the lower part of the body, whereas the left auricle or left atrium, it receives oxygenated blood from the lungs. Okay, so that is why as they receive both the chambers, they receive blood. That is why it is called as the receiving chambers of the heart. Now, this atrium, they are separated from each other by interauricular septum. Inter means between, and auricles. Okay, so these are two auricles, and between two auricles, the two auricles, they are separated from each other by interauricular septum, somewhere here. Okay, now interauricular septum has an oval depression called as fossa ovalis. Can you see this depression or this oval hole-like structure? Yes, so this is oval depression. So this oval depression is called as fossa ovalis. Now, what exactly is fossa ovalis? Now, when the baby, now okay, let us go to the first point before. Now, what exactly is fossa ovalis? It is remnant of the embryonic aperture called foramen ovalis. Remnant means what? Leftover. Okay, it is leftover of the embryonic aperture. Embryonic means what? When the baby is in the womb of the mother. Okay, when the baby or before a baby is born, it does not use its lungs to get blood rich in oxygen. So instead, this blood, it comes from the mother's placenta, okay, and it is delivered through the umbilical cord. So this fossa ovalis makes it possible for the blood to go from the veins to the right side of the fetus heart. I hope you are understanding. When the baby is born or before the baby is born, when the baby is in the womb of the mother, the baby's lungs is not exposed to air. Yes, because it is in the womb of the mother. So what happens? Through this fossa ovalis, the blood is given to the baby with the help of placenta of the mother. That is, oxygenated blood is given to the baby from the placenta of the mother. So this is possible with the help of fossa ovalis. Okay. But when the baby is born, it gets exposed to air. So this fossa ovalis has no function when the baby is born. So that is why it is called as, it is a remnant of the embryonic aperture called foramen ovalis. Superior vena cava, which is also called as precabal, inferior vena cava, which is also called as postcaval, and coronary sinus opens into the right atrium. So this is right atrium, this is left atrium. So in the right atrium, what opens? Superior vena cava. You can see this is superior vena cava, which is precaval, which is also called as precaval. Similarly, inferior vena cava, which is also called as postcaval, okay, and coronary sinus. Where they all open? They open into the right atrium. Can you see this right atrium? Just follow this arrows: superior vena cava, inferior vena cava, and coronary sinus. Coronary sinus is somewhere here. So they all open into the right atrium. You can see this is superior vena cava, somewhere here is inferior vena cava, and this is coronary sinus. They open into the right atrium. Now opening of the postcaval. Postcaval means what? Superior vena cava. Yes. So the opening of the postcaval is guarded by Stygian valve, while the Thebesian valve guards the opening of the coronary sinus into the right atrium. What happens? Opening of the postcaval, that is superior vena cava. So the opening of the superior vena cava is guarded by Stygian valve. Can you see this valve? This is called as Stygian valve. Okay. Whereas the opening of the coronary sinus, हमने just अभी देखा था. Yes, this is coronary sinus. Okay, this is coronary sinus. This is superior vena cava. So the opening of the superior vena cava and the opening of the coronary sinus. So superior vena cava is guarded. The opening of the superior vena cava is guarded by Stygian valve, whereas the opening of the coronary sinus is guarded by Thebesian valve. Stage here you can see Stygian valve and Thebesian valve. 4 pulmonary veins open into the left atrium. You can see this 4 pulmonary veins. You can see this 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now let me tell you, pulmonary veins, in last lecture we had studied pulmonary veins. It is the only veins which carries oxygenated blood. वैसे तो अपने बॉडी में आर्टरीज का फंक्शन क्या है? आर्टरीज they carry oxygenated blood, whereas veins they carry deoxygenated blood. But pulmonary vein, okay, but you can see here the pulmonary vein, it is the only vein in our body which carries oxygenated blood. ये left pulmonary vein, you can see here, this is the left pulmonary vein and this is the right pulmonary veins. Now these veins they remain connected to the lungs and वो lungs से connected है इसलिए वो oxygenated blood लाते हैं. So left pulmonary veins it remains connected to the left lung, whereas right pulmonary vein it remains connected to the right lung. So it is said that 4 pulmonary veins it opens into the left atrium. So this 4 pulmonary veins, it opens into the left atrium, that is left auricle. Now these veins, they are without valves. The opening of these veins, they do not have any kind of valves. Okay, so they are without valves. Now both the atria open into the ventricles of their respective side by atrioventricular aperture. Both the atria, you can see this is right atrium, this is left atrium. So both the atrium, it opens into the ventricles. Okay, these are the two ventricles. Right side ka right ventricle, left side ka left ventricle. Right atrium, it opens into the left ventricle. Sorry, left atrium, it opens into the left ventricle. Whereas the right atrium, it opens into the right ventricle. So both the atrium open into the ventricles by their respective atrioventricular aperture. This part is called as atrioventricular aperture. What is atrioventricular aperture? the opening of respective atrium or auricle into ventricles. Okay, this is called as atrioventricular aperture. Now these apertures, they are guarded by cuspid valves. ये जो ओपनिंग में क्या होता है, ये जो apertures है, that is जो ओपनिंग है, what are they are guarded by what? Cuspid valves. Like suppose if your house, okay, तुम्हारे house में भी main door होता है. Yes, although it is an opening, but we have a safety of door. Similarly, here also you can see that the auricles, they open into ventricles by atrioventricular opening. But this opening or this apertures, they are guarded by cuspid valves. The valves are called as cuspid valves. Now this cuspid valves, they are of two types. First is the tricuspid valve. Here you can see it is located over here. Okay, first type of cuspid valve is tricuspid valve, whereas the another valve is mitral valve. Mitral valve is also called as bicuspid valve. Okay, so the tricuspid valve is present on the right atrioventricular aperture or AV aperture, whereas the mitral valve or bicuspid valve, it is present on the left side. Okay, or it is present on the, or it is present in the left atrioventricular aperture. All these heart valves helps in maintaining a unidirectional flow of blood. You can see the arrows. Blood, it always comes from the atrium or auricles to the ventricles. Yes, always blood comes from upper chamber to the lower chamber. You can see the direction. So these valves are present. Okay, so what this valves does, it always helps in maintaining the unidirectional flow of blood. Unidirectional means what? Single direction. Uni means single. So it always allows the blood to come from always atrium to ventricles, left atrium to left ventricle only. So it will never allow back flow of blood. हमेशा जो blood होता है वो ventricles से auricles में कभी नहीं जाएगा. It will always come from right auricle to right ventricle and left auricle to left ventricle. Why? Because they are guarded by tricuspid valve and mitral valve or bicuspid valve. So ये valve का काम क्या है? It will never allow backflow of blood. So this was about auricles. Now next we are going to study is ventricles. Now ventricles, they are the lower chambers of the heart. You can see these are the ventricles. Okay, in the previous diagram we'll see these are the ventricles. Ventricles, they are the lower chambers of the heart. They are also called as pumping chambers of the heart also. You can see here, they are the lower chambers of the heart. The walls of the ventricles, they are thicker. You can see the walls of the ventricle, okay, they are inferior, they are thick walled. The walls of the ventricles, they are thick walled, okay. They are thick walled and they are the pumping chambers of the heart. Pumping chambers, why they are called as pumping chambers? Because they pump the blood. Left ventricle क्या करता है? It pumps the blood to different parts of the body. Yes, whereas right ventricle क्या करता है? It pumps the blood to the lungs for purification. इसके हार्ट के बाजू में lungs होते हैं. So this right ventricle, what it does, with the help of pulmonary artery, when the right ventricle pumps the blood, basically deoxygenated blood. Blue color indicates deoxygenated blood. Red color indicates oxygenated blood. Left ventricle क्या करता है? It gives oxygenated blood to the different parts of the body. Whereas right ventricle क्या करता है? The deoxygenated blood, it is given to the lungs for purification. But this is possible only when the ventricles pump the blood. And that is why it is called as pumping chambers of the heart. And they are thick wall. You can see they are very much thick wall as compared to the auricles or atrium. Now the right and the left ventricles are separated by an interventricular septum. You can see this is interventricular septum. Inter means दो के बीच में. So this is left ventricle. This is right ventricle. So these two ventricles, they are separated from each other by interventricular septum. Wall of the left ventricle is more muscular and it is about 3 times thicker than the right ventricle. So the wall of the left ventricle is more muscular. Okay, it is supported by many muscles. It is made, the walls are made up of more muscles. So it is more muscular and it is 3 times thicker than the right ventricle. Inner surface of the ventricles shows several ridges called as columnae carneae, or it is also called as trabeculae carneae. Can you see this trabeculae carneae here? Okay, these two are trabeculae carneae. Okay, so these are present. Where it is present? In the inner surface of the ventricles. So inner surface of the ventricles, it has trabeculae carneae. Okay, and this trabeculae carneae, it divides the ventricle into smaller pockets or fissures. That means बहुत सारे you can see pockets and fissures. So this small pockets is possible with the help of trabeculae carneae. Okay. Now the lumen of the ventricles also has inelastic fibers called as chordae tendineae. You can see here these are chordae tendineae. So what this chordae tendineae does, what this trabeculae, what this trabeculae carneae does. Now when the ventricles of the heart contracts, okay, before that, the chordae tendineae, they attach the bicuspid and tricuspid valves to the ventricular valve. This trabeculae carneae, this chordae tendineae and trabeculae carneae, they are attached to bicuspid valve and tricuspid valve. हमने just पढ़ा था अभी. Yes, we had seen here. Okay, right ventricle and left ventricle. So here somewhere, here is trabeculae carneae. Okay, so here it is trabeculae carneae and chordae tendineae. So this chordae tendineae and trabeculae carneae, they remain attached to bicuspid and tricuspid valve. In the next, see here you can see they are attached. This is chordae tendineae as well as papillary muscles. Okay, so they remain attached to bicuspid valve. Over here, this is tricuspid valve, and they remain attached to the bicuspid valve. Now, what is the function of this trabeculae carneae? Now, when the ventricles contract, or when the ventricles pump the blood, here the pressure of the blood is very much high. Yes, where is the pressure of the blood? In right auricle is low. So we know that tricuspid valve and bicuspid valve, they do not allow backflow of blood. वो blood को फिर से auricles में नहीं जाने देते हैं. So how is it possible when the blood comes into the ventricles, the tricuspid valve and bicuspid valve, they close. Okay. Now when the pressure over here is more, what happens? They push the bicuspid and tricuspid valve. Okay, तो क्या हो सकता है? Bicuspid valve and tricuspid valve opposite side में फिर से open हो सकते हैं. So to avoid this opening, or so to avoid the backflow of blood again into the auricles, this chordae tendineae, what it does, it pulls the tension. Okay, it becomes tense, and what happens? They hold the bicuspid and tricuspid valve in close condition. समझ में आ रहा है? Yes, this chordae tendineae and trabeculae carneae, what it does, it remains attached to tricuspid valve and bicuspid valve. Now when the ventricles contract, ये जब ventricle contract होता है या ventricles जब pump करते हैं blood, तो the pressure of the blood here in the ventricles is much more, whereas the pressure in auricles is less. So what happens? There are chances that the valves may open in opposite direction. So this chordae tendineae and trabeculae, it what it does, it holds the bicuspid and tricuspid valve. वो क्या करते हैं, bicuspid and tricuspid valve को टेंस देते हैं, टेंशन देते हैं, एंड व्हाट यू कैन से पकड़ के रखते हैं. सो व्हाट विल हैपन, the bicuspid and tricuspid valve will not open, and thus backflow of blood in the auricles will not be allowed. So this chordae tendineae and columnae carneae or trabeculae carneae, they remain attached to the bicuspid and tricuspid valve and regulate the opening and closing. Just now, as I said, they regulate the opening and closing. The right ventricle opens into the pulmonary aorta. Okay, the right ventricle, this is right ventricle. What do? They open into the pulmonary aorta. Whereas the left ventricle, this is left ventricle, it opens into the aorta. Okay, so the right ventricle, it opens into the pulmonary trunk, whereas the left or ventricle, it opens into the aorta. These openings are guarded by semilunar valves. Okay, you can see this semilunar valves. This is 1, 2 semilunar valves. Okay, and these valves again, they prevent the backflow of blood. Always remember, all the valves in the heart, what do? They prevent the backflow of blood. That means again from the ventricles to the auricles. So that was for today's lecture. In next lecture, we'll study about the working of the heart. Thank you.